Good morning, I'm Martin Wenzel. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. It's been a little while. I've been playing American Truck Simulator without doing videos, just putting in some time. Probably going to do a video maybe once a week, popping in probably every 7 days, maybe in-game. We're not going to follow it every day. So, as you can see, I have a new truck. This is actually not a quick job. This is my own truck. But I'm going to quote-unquote be playing it as I'm working for a trucking company. And as you can see, it's MARVIN KELLER, which is out of Sullivan, Illinois. I just really like this paint scheme, really cool. Green. And they, in fact, actually do drive Freightliners there. So I'm driving the Freightliner Cascadia. Got the Illinois plates. Not sure if they do, cross-country travel, but we're going to just act like they do. So I've got this MARVIN KELLER Freightliner Cascadia. You can see I opted to put the little smoke. You can see smoke coming out of the exhaust there. Basically everything else is pretty much standard. And let's see, on the inside, I'm not a huge fan of the wood panel. I wish it was a little bit more modern. I wish they had a little computer panel here. I wish it would show me the mileage and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't. And got a little blue light in here. It's not the best looking truck. I got a calendar up there. So that's what we're driving today. Been driving, I put about almost 1,000 miles on this truck so far. And today we are going to be completing a job hauling this bulldozer from Kingman, Arizona to Cimarron, New Mexico. I believe that's how it is pronounced. I might be completely wrong. We're almost there. We're on the last leg of the journey where it should be an interesting road, nice scenic route. So let's get going. Yeah, Cimarron right there. This actually make $1,000. I've got I do have the time zones set. That's a new feature they added recently, I think. Probably with the New Mexico, and I also noticed they added it in Euro Truck Simulator as well. So right now we are in mountain time in New Mexico. I do have Coast to Coast installed. Coast to Coast, Canadian Dream or Canada Dream. Little expansion adds a bunch of cities as well. I think it's the old US 99, US 50, or California 99, US 50. That mod, you kind of had a cities expansion that would add a few cities as well, and all that is in, so there's a lot of traveling we can do. Not sure if we'll go anywhere coast to coast this time, but in the future we will, hopefully through places that are a little bit more developed in that mod. But we are in mountain daylight time. I believe that's what the MDT, I think it's daylight time. And we are headed up. Oops. That's not my shift here. I need to... There we go. I'm not sure what's with this gearbox this transmission I put in. I really don't get too much speed. I'm already in 8H and I'm in the yellow there, up almost 2,000 RPM. And I'm only about 65 miles per hour, so... Might have to swap that out in the future. See if I can find a better transmission set. So I have $786 sitting in the bank or on hand at this point. We're gonna have to see every day I spend $200 paying off the loan to buy this truck. And I think we should be fine so far. Well, we do need to get gas. And actually, probably should get gas right here at this Petro. Oh, they've changed it to a Petro. It used to be, it would be Pedro a lot. Now it's a Petro. So that might be the 3D sign pack that I downloaded that has altered that one. Bunch of new mods. You can also see I've turned off the winter mod, and we're very much in spring, summer weather here in the southwest. Okay, I can't go that way. Alright, right here. I'm not sure if this is... I guess we'll see if this is something that's part of the actual New Mexico DLC. Yes, it is. Truck stop tour, 6 out of 22. Nice little travel center here. Which one can I get gas in? I believe these two far right ones. Alright, $2.86 a gallon. Let's stop the engine. Let's see what the damage is. So going forward, it's going to be a battle between paying for gas and the loan. That's $200 a day for the loan. Here we're going to spend probably $500, $600, almost $600 on gas. So that's about wiped us out there. But we will earn $1,000 from this job finishing today. And that $500 isn't all for just this one job. And we do not need to rest. It's only 6:30 in the morning. Just getting started. That's a neat little way to have the boundary of a little construction zone. Can't go that way because there's construction. Alright, so we got about an hour and a half to our destination. I believe on US 64 it's going to be a little windy up here going through the mountains. But I saved this leg of the journey for this video because this is a new route I haven't taken before, and I think it's going to be a nice scenic one. That's some nice rock formation there, nice rock face. wonderful. This is definitely going to be some scenes you're going to see once they get to Colorado. This is going to look like going on the Interstate 70 through Colorado. Very much like this, except on an interstate. And the mountains are just a little bit bigger. So I know some people were a little disappointed that New Mexico was the next DLC. Or the first DLC, rather. I mean, Arizona came out with the game itself on release. So New Mexico is the first DLC, or state expansion DLC. And people were a little apprehensive. Thinking, oh, it's just going to be more desert. More browns. This is definitely not brown. We got some mountains over there. Snow-covered peaks. I wonder what our elevation is. Nice large lake over there on our left. Make sure we don't crash. Alright, let's see if Cimarron is one of these expansion cities, or if this is actually part of New Mexico DLC. Looks like it's just one of these expansion cities, part of that mod. Oop, I missed my turn. I could actually, well, I could have gone right into that rest area. We'll just drive around a little bit. Nice little town here. In fact, I might take a little screenshot. Made that turn a little too sharp. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so I take this route to get around, and I end up coming up on a little bit of okay guys, let's go. Let's figure this out. This is amazing. I do have a new traffic mod I'm trying out, and as you can see, they do some pretty stupid things. I mean, I don't know how long I want to just sit here looking at this. But this is pretty, this Wiley Sanders truck is trying to squeeze through. This Coach USA. This looks like a scene I would see in China where someone would be taking a left turn and then another vehicle would take a left turn trying to cut around it. Usually they try to undercut that left turn. But here the Coach USA was going on the outside, on the right side. And this SUV is not giving this truck or this bus the time of day. And it seems like this has blocked up everything. All the traffic is blocked up now. Nothing's going on at the intersection. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clear out this traffic. So here's a little tip. If you have a trouble like this, just go open your game console hitting the tilde button. That's that button just below your escape, right next to the number 1. And we can just go G. I haven't done it in here yet, so it's just, I think it's just G traffic. We go 0. And all the traffic's gone. And we'll just bring that back up. Put the traffic back on, because we do want traffic. We just cleared everything out because it seemed like we were just going to sit there all day. It's just getting a little ridiculous. Alright, so let's see if someone does something stupid to me here. So for a little resort town, a lot of activity. Alright, we're taking this to Cat, of course. That's going to be a left turn up here. Well, it's just a little dirt path. That's why I didn't even notice it. A little bit of a pathing issue there. Cars just disappear when they hit this. Hopefully we don't have any issues with this drop-off point. Oh. I do hate this drop-off because you have to swing the truck in. There just really isn't a lot of room to do that, though. Let's go outside just so we can get a better view of this. Alright, well, I can't park I have no idea how to park this thing. As is typical. I hate these parking jobs. I hate this drop-off with a passion. Because you have to back it in, but you have to come around this stupid fence, and there's just nowhere to move in here. There's no maneuverability. and I don't know how to do it, so we're just gonna skip the trailer parking after wasting about an hour trying to do that. Still get the excellent. Hopefully I didn't damage my truck at all. Pretty embarrassing. We're gonna get actually a next level to the workhorse, level 12. And let's go high value. Let's do fragile cargo. Actually, I'm gonna want to start doing fuel economy. So let's do a fuel economy because we are paying for our own fuel now. And let's apply that. Alright, so they nicely moved me to where I should park it. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to back in anyway. Oops, turned off the engine. So we're here at Cat. I believe that's exactly where the tractor trailer will be. So, okay, calm down. And it looks like, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's gonna be this right here, isn't it? I don't see anything on the GPS. This is the only Caterpillar, I would assume, in Cimarron. And since I have my own truck, I do have to pick up the trailers, which leads to a little bit more time being spent doing this. Let's see if we can square this up. Oh, you know what I have to do. I did all that work, and now I forgot I have to go and actually choose this job at the entrance. So as soon as I have the camera rolling, I forget how to play this game. So we just gotta get over this manhole. Alright, we have two jobs here. We're going to take the excavator to Oklahoma City. Alright. I'm assuming, yep. We were at the right trailer. Just didn't sign in to take it. There we go. Now we have the cones. I believe I have advanced trailer coupling on, so we have to line this up just right. A little bit of a fudge there. I don't know if I have advanced trailer coupling actually on. But let's go over here and look. Raising the legs. We have our trailer. And since we're here, let's check the lights. Brake lights are good. Blinkers are working. Check the hazards. Alright. We do not have a beacon or anything. So let's finally get on the road for our next job. we need to get this here. We'll get this here. We need to get to Oklahoma City by tomorrow afternoon. So we will not complete this job this episode. We're going to want to swing. We're going to have the same issue that we had with our drop-off getting out of here. So we're going to try to give ourselves a nice wide turn, if at all possible. Oops. Hit the brake, Martin. Alright, here we go. Hit some tree branches. Not a big deal. Oh. Man. Come on. Let's turn. There we go. Alright. Finally on the road. I think we actually lose an hour, because we will be going to Central Daylight Time. Yeah, we'll be moving our clock ahead. So that'll be something interesting I haven't played with yet. And it looks, I guess it's actually does work in coast to coast. And we're actually going to be taking the same way we came back. This is an incredibly busy road. Okay, just flash his headlights. He did. Okay, this guy's flashing his headlights. Go, you have. I don't know why he's stopping for. All right, let's get driving. We have 9 hours before we need to rest. Alright, we're immediately going to cut or get onto some coast-to-coast roads, some modded expansion roads. Otherwise, I think with just the New Mexico DLC, we would have to travel back down the 25, a little out of our way. These cars are all kind of vanishing as they enter the actual map. But we're going to cut over here. I believe this is going to be the 485, US 485. We're going to cut over, and then I think we'll jump onto the 87, US 87. And that will take us down, we'll take that all the way down to the 40. And by then we'll be in Texas. We'll drive through, I think we'll drive through Amarillo, and then on into Oklahoma. Yep, this is okay. This is the 412. So we'll see how much is done out here, or if it's just empty landscape. forgot to put in the clutch there. So we're on East 412 and East 56 US highways. And we're gonna drive through Clayton. Let's make sure we're clear on the railroad tracks. I believe this is Clayton, Oklahoma. I did have a delivery here, I think to the Walmart. That's why I took that path. I think I'll drive straight and get onto the main road. You can always discover this pathway at a later point. GPS preferred route. Alright, so we're going to be taking US 87. A lot of US highways on that sign. Now, you've heard me sing the praises of Pro Mods over on Euro Truck Simulator and the amazing work they've done with the Scandinavian countries, the Baltic countries, and just generally everything they've added. They just added so much material. And I've always looked at Coast to Coast as not being as complete until this time. The latest update of Coast to Coast, at least the latest one I've had, they've really added a lot more signs. They have added more towns and roads. And you have to remember that just this area of Texas that they've added is almost like they've added the kind of the panhandle of Texas and a little bit of Oklahoma. And they've really put a lot of detail, or at least a lot of the roads in so far. Is that area is almost as much area as Pro Mods has actually done and really fully fleshed out in Euro Truck Simulator. Sometimes I forget the scale of how big the United States is compared to the stuff the guys in Pro Mods are doing in Europe. You know, and Coast to Coast is, I think there's a few people working on it now, but generally one or two, maybe 5 people working on different sections of the map. And Coast to Coast is just that, it's coast to coast. You're going from, they've got Oregon, Washington, all the way over to Florida, Maine, and the East Coast. While Europe, I mean, they added Estonia and Lithuania, Latvia, and did a really good job adding those, and now those are going to kind of get superseded as the new ETS expansion comes out in the future for the Baltic area. It just dropped Italy, and now already talking about the Baltic Sea. As we discover Dull Heart, Texas. There's at least enough detail to get by. A little bit better than before. I'm going to run this yellow light. I think the detail is much better in a number of these towns in Texas and even Florida and elsewhere I've been so far on Coast to Coast. Much better than I remember. I think with the New Mexico DLC, a lot more textures were introduced. They're able to do more highway signs with the exit numbers. And so in the more completed areas, Oh, just like a reset there on my map. In the more completed areas of Texas, you'll see the highway signs. South 87 here, you see the US Highway 87. If we were on the interstate, you'd see the exit numbers, the actual exit numbers for the major exits. So it's a little bit more enjoyable driving on coast to coast. There are times when it gets a little tedious and it's just a road and no textures or anything out there, it's just a blank slate. And every once in a while you'll pop into a town or you'll get into an area where they did add trees and signage, and it's really enjoyable. Whoa. This is one beat up looking Peterbilt next to us. Slam Pete Motel. But you can kind of see how civilization sort of ends and we just go into the vast expanse of nothing, which isn't entirely inaccurate for northern Texas. If you drive across on the 40 through the panhandle of Texas, it's flat. There's nothing out there. It's just ranches, flat, very, very little difference in the elevation. And really the thing that Coast to Coast should add is just add a bunch of wind turbines, because there are actually quite a few wind turbines on the Texas prairie out there in the flatlands of the Panhandle. Alright, this is stupid what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. Speeding up to get past that guy. The New Mexico DLC also offered some more flexibility on creating interchanges. Though I will say this is a very tight entrance there to get back onto the... Not sure why I had to go around there, actually. I think what I'm going to do is stop in Amarillo for the night. And that's where I will leave you for this update of American Truck Simulator. Little taste of coast to coast. We'll get on the I-40, get into Amarillo. Amarillo is a little bit of a ghost town. I'm wobbling all over the road here. But you can see on my GPS all the different highways that have been put in. They're pretty empty at this point, but I think as long as American Truck Simulator remains popular and remains a game that people are playing, it's going to get fleshed out. That stuff's going to get fleshed out. And because I think they're really focusing on Texas, that's the hard thing for the Coast to Coast mod, is that maybe you want to kind of flesh out the areas that are close to the main map, but in reality, maybe it'd be better for them to flesh out and really work on the areas like Wisconsin and Illinois and the Midwest and the Northeast, where the game is going to be a long time before they get out there, if ever, as opposed to fleshing out Texas, which could be, you know, the next DLC after Oregon. Could be. I'd rather see, I mean, Texas would be really cool, but I'd rather see them go up into Utah, Colorado, really start opening up another parallel, so you can go on another set of highways. Because right now, basically, if you're going east-west in the base game, you're going 40 and 10. And everything goes through there. You can't really do much. Here they forgot the city name, Amarillo Boulevard. City name, exit 62B, so we got the exits. But besides having a lot of exits and a lot of roads, there isn't really anything out here. Do have the advertising for the free 72-ounce steak at the Texas Steakhouse. I believe it's the Texas Steakhouse, or is it Roadhouse in Amarillo, Texas. We did go there. I did not eat the 72-ounce steak. I'm not a huge steak person, so 72 ounces would be a little excessive for me. Did get the chicken fried steak. That was really good. Wife got a rack of ribs. And considering my wife is, what, 90 pounds maybe? Little Chinese woman. That was more than enough for her. We actually saved that and ate that as a snack on the rest of the road trip. Or at least the next day. Alright, how am I going to get off here to go to a rest area? But it was well worth it. I think we spent maybe, I'm saying maybe $30. Might be even less. That was probably including the tip. $30, and we had more than enough food. You had this, like 2 or 3 sides came with the main dish. And so, if you're driving through Amarillo, stop at the Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse, whatever it is called. You will see the signs leading up to it advertising that 72-ounce steak. So we're going to get off here and we're going to stop at the Petro and rest for the night. It is almost 4:30. I'm not sure if the clock jumped ahead for Central Daylight Time, but our ETA did. So I hope you've enjoyed this update from my journeys in American Truck Simulator. Got a little sketchy there. I kind of blanked on things to talk about. I did have some things I wanted to talk about, but really got more into talking about the coast to coast and trying to park that trailer for finishing our first job. Let me know in the comments, you know, what you'd like to see, what you would enjoy me doing more. I mean, if you'd like, you know, talk more about my own life, just focus on in-game going-ons, what's going on with American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, highlight some mods, just let me know. This is a very big Petro, and I do like how they got the Iron Skillet restaurant and everything there. Actually, we should, how about here? This is a proper size truck stop. Look at that. That's nice. I really want to get up to Iowa at some point, go to the Iowa 80, which is, I believe, the biggest truck stop in the world. And in real life, yeah, it's pretty big. So, be interested to see how that looks. All right, let's check the parking job. Look pretty set. So this is where I'll leave you. The sun beating down hard in the Texas Panhandle near Amarillo, Texas. Hope you can come back next time, probably next week, same time, same place. That's the plan. Until next time, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is American Truck Simulator, running coast to coast in my MARVIN KELLER green truck, Freightliner. Take care. Happy trucking.